Hello and welcome back to the 600,000 mile Lexus Restoration, which is now in the final gear. We're almost done, folks, but I want to start today's video with an apology. So I want to say a couple videos ago, we found a key in the bumper and I said I was going to try it. Then I completely forgot to do that. And in the next video, we said we were going to do that first thing and I also forgot. So let's do things right. In case you don't remember, here's when we found that. What do we have here? And looky what we have inside. Isn't that a key? Here is this little thing. Let's roll the intro, and the first thing will be to find out if this actually opens the door or not right after this. The moment of truth. This very old looking key is broken. This actually looks like an old broken key. Does it open the door? Yes, it actually does open the door. So this is an actual key for this car. That is amazing. But there you go. And now I had a debt and I paid it. We're even. Let's get to work. So here is the plan for today's video. We want to rebuild this door. We kind of started. We already have the new mirror here. But if you remember from last episode, we have two new problems. One of them, the door lock, is on its last leg. So is the window motor. And then the moisture seal inside is all messed up. I just don't like it. We want to put one proper. And then we're also going to do the door seal, because I got new seals for these doors. This is a quiet car. When you replace the seals, we're going to really restore that quietness. So this seal, though, is an LS430 special. It is so complicated and unnecessarily so. It's gonna be a minute, so let's get to work and see how far we can get in this video. All right, so this thing is done. I'm gonna replace it. First, I'm gonna get the whole thing off. Yeah, this has a hole in it and it's just not in the greatest shape. But I do want to make sure whenever you take one of these, never throw it, because I just did that. Because if it sticks to the floor, it's over. It's going to take you a long time. So I'm going to crumple it up like this. They use it as a mat to catch this stuff. Before we get carried away with this, actually, the plan is I want to take the window regulator with the motor, but I do not want to take the glass out. So here's what we're going to do, and here's how you do this. I'm going to just plug in my window switch here real quick. So in order to remove the regulator and the motor, I want to separate the glass from it because I'm going to leave the glass up. So I'm going to hop in the car and turn the key on. So we can actually lower the glass to this position. See where the bolt is right there? And then the other bolt's actually behind the speaker. Turn off the key. That's all we need it for. And we're gonna take the speaker out. Yes, we've done this like 100 times. But no, actually this is the first time the speaker comes off the car. And I have a feeling it's not gonna be the last. Harness clipped down to it. Okay, so majority, like 99% of Toyota glass, they'll, especially newer stuff, I mean this is not newer but newerish stuff, will have two 10mm bolts. There's one just like this here, so I'm gonna take out right now. Do I need an extension? Yes, I need an extension. Be back. Okay, let's hope this is better. So if you own a 2008 to 2013 Highlander, these bolts love to get themselves loose, and then the regulator will start rattling and eventually break it. So you see how I got it off of there? Now we're gonna get some tape, raise the glass and tape the glass up. That should actually hold it, get really good tape. And that should, duct tape works, but it leaves a lot of residue, so you gotta clean it afterwards. So we're gonna get the glass up. This is gonna make the glass very dirty, so if you're doing this, to your car, you're gonna plan on cleaning the glass afterwards. My tape got tangled, of course. So you're gonna put the tape and kind of string it up and over. That now is not going anywhere because you do not want this glass to fall. Oop, breaking. Okay, maybe a new piece of tape will be better. You do not want this glass to fall when you're working right underneath it. That would be ideal if it doesn't fall. I don't think this is going anywhere. Yes, we are good. Let's take this out of the way. Regulators, all Toyotas and Lexus will have something very cool. They're always bolted down. I don't think there's any model that is riveted. Some other manufacturers do rivet theirs. Terrible idea. But the cool thing here is they always have a bolt that has an opening. So this bolt you only loosen, and that's what you're going to use to hang it back up. First thing though, we're going to unplug the motor. So the connector for it, connector always looks the same. So this is being an LS430. I have a feeling we're going to have a lot more bolts than usual. Okay, got all the bolts. Now this is the last one. Just going to loosen it. Uh-oh. Something fell down. Oh, this glass has been broken before. Because I have pieces of glass. Oh, you know what? I think Jason was telling me that there was a bunch of glass here. There's a few pieces. So, watch this bolt. How I'm going to lift the regulator. Ooh, there's a lot more glass. You see how it goes up and then the bolt goes through? There it goes. Here's you. This motor is, I think, done. See if I can get it out though. Well, the regulator looks like it's smooth. It does have a little bit of play, which is, I think, is normal. Motor clutch is locked. You do not want this part of the regulator to move, because then anybody can walk up to your window and just push it down and it'll come down. This motor actually locks it in place. Hello, 600,000 mile motor. And it's time for your retirement because you've been complaining. Let's go replace this motor and talk about a very important thing here. So here's the thing about these old school motors. These don't have a programmable stop for the auto up and down. So when you take it apart, you have to mark it if you want it to be exactly in the same spot. If you don't want to reset it and do the whole thing. So I'm going to put a mark right at the nose so we know where to put the... Okay, my thing is not putting a mark. Okay, I think this mark will be erased soon. Another way to do this, if you don't want to deal with the mark, count the tooth that are exposed. So I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and a half. So I'm going to take the motor. Usually it's almost always 3 bolts. These are spring loaded, so some of them will come back immediately, so don't put your finger here, be careful. See how it's spring loaded and it's going back? If I let it go, it'll go all the way up. That is normal. Can we sing a song for this guy, for retirement? Does these have a date? They do not have a date. At least not this one. The original says Toyota Denso. Another 600,000 miles for this guy, hopefully. So, very nice. New motor. Let's see how I'm going to be able, because this is a lot of spring pressure, and I don't want to injure nobody. Not today. It's been a very busy day today at the shop, actually. So we're going to line it up right where it was, and this motor does not, oh, there we go. Now this one, let me count our tooth here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, but I'm not seeing the half. I'm going to try to... One, two, three, four, five, six, 7. Oop, that was not even sitting. See, that's off though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's way off. See, the problem here is the motor is not in the correct position. Actually, I think we got it. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so the motor is not in the correct position. So here's what we're gonna do. We gotta plug in the motor right here without the regulator. And this is how we're doing all this so the jam protection would work properly. We got the motor plugged. I'm gonna plug in the switch as well. You have to get the motor into the idle position, and this is really extremely complicated and difficult to explain, but basically we're going to rotate the motor in the up position more than 4 seconds, less than 10 seconds. That resets the motor, and then we can install it and the jam protection. So basically when it goes all the way up, it stops. It doesn't hit up and then come back down, because this is a common thing. Newer cars though, just in case you have one and you're following this, that's not the case. They got rid of that, and you can program them through the switch. This is very old school. So we're gonna count 4 seconds. I go 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's it. Now we're gonna disconnect this motor and put it on the regulator in the same position, and that'll reset it, and we're good. Okay, now we get it in the same position and we're good to go. Because we're not going to be able to get it in the exact position because of the rotation of the motor, we reset the motor already, so hopefully this will work. If not, we gotta go back, do the same thing again. And that's just the dance of the old cool stuff. See, this is what the fun part of this is, because you're trying to hold it from bouncing back and start the bolt. This doesn't exist in the new models anymore. This was just overcomplicated for nothing. The newer stuff is a lot better at this. This is not a good position. What's a better position? I like that. Why is it not starting? Are these the correct bolts for this? Huh. Somebody been here to this new motor? Or are these just not the right bolts for it? Huh. That is very weird. Why are these not the right bolts? No, this is definitely not the right bolt. It's exactly the same motor as this one. Yeah, starts right up. So I think we may have to test all of these bolts. Make sure none of them are messed up. This one's tight a little bit. No, it's not bad. So I think we're gonna have to clean up the thread on the new motor. Yeah, they start up. This is so strange. I actually never had this. Oh, you know what? Oh, I see the problem. Hello, misbuilt part. There's actually no thread here. Am I going crazy? No, there's no thread there. They never put thread here. Okay, well, I guess we can make thread. Be back. So the first thing I want to find here is, what kind of thread do we have? Is it fine or ultra fine? 1.2. I think it's 1.25. Hopefully it's not some strange thread here. No, it is a strange thread. So this is a 1.0. Definitely. Finally found the size. It took us a while. This is a 5mm 0.8 thread pitch. So wish us luck as we finish building this motor. Thank you very much, Toyota, for this. Yeah. Normally we'd send this back, complain and whine and do, but this is our car, so we can experiment a little bit. This is a very soft metal. Like, normally this is not the case. It's super easy, just cutting through it like it's nothing. Let's hope that's not a bad thing in the end. So we're basically making a thread right now. Let's hope this works. Yeah, that's all the way through. Let's hope our little science experiment here works. Yes, I see very nice thread now. Did we forget to make the thread there? Yes, that's beautiful. That's threading right in. All right. Well, guess 2 more to go. We're all set for this part of finishing building the motor. And we forgot to do at the factory. They are really embarrassing us right now. We keep saying the LS430 is overbuilt, buy original parts. Yeah. That's okay. Oop. A lot of debris here. And it's sticking to things. Okay, I think we'll clean this up once we're done. I was just nervous about this pushing, if it's because this is in plastic, and I'm nervous about it starting spinning, but this is going very, very well. Yeah, we're all the way through. I already feel it. This is very soft metal. I never thought that it would be this soft. Usually you hold your heart when you do this. If there's anything else, especially aluminum. Yeah, that's good. Last but not least, make sure we don't cross thread this or go sideways. Yeah, we're good. I'm not liking this. Oh, thank God I stopped. This is not a through hole. See how in the back here? This is not through like these. So I hit the bottom, so I gotta back out. Good thing I noticed that. Usually when you rethread things, never use fours. When something all of a sudden was going smoothly and it stops, stop right there. Don't keep going because something is off. I need to get this motor a little bit clean from these shavings because they're gonna just fall back into the door. But I think Oh, they are stuck to the magnet, I think, of the motor. I think we are good. Let's test these. Oop. This one threads in. This one is good. And last but not least, I was like, am I cross-threading this? Like, I've done this millions of times over my career. Ooh, this one is not very happy. Why aren't you happy? No, it's going sideways. Is this the one that is not through? Yes. Yeah, this one is not good. Yeah, I don't like this one. Let's run it again. And see, I feel it not starting well. Yeah, this one is not well. Let's hope we can salvage it so we can actually finish this job. 'Cause I gotta drive my car home tonight. With a window, hopefully. That works. Ish. That's tough. It wants to start. Yeah, here we go. Okay, so we're gonna have to be careful with this one because it's not very, very happy. See, it's just jamming up. Let me go clean this motor from some of these shavings and we'll put it back and see what happens. Let's remember, this is the one that we gotta be careful with. That's good, but I'm gonna start these two. This bolt is not very happy. Oh no, it's fine. Okay. Let's do this. Let's do it final this time. Like she's giving us a fight a little bit. Okay. Nope, it's not a good position. That's a great position. This is still difficult because this thread is super sharp. I don't like that. Don't like that at all. Why aren't you still going? Oh, I see why. Not lining up perfect. Yes. Once you get one of them down, you can at least let it go and then focus on the other ones. Okay. Now last but not least, did we lose the last bolt? Where did you go? Huh. I think we just lost the last bolt. Oh, it's on the old motor. I'm starting to really lose my marbles now. Wrong socket. This is the one bolt, and maybe we should not have used this bolt. This is the bolt I was experimenting with to find the size. Maybe we should not have used this bolt for the last questionable last one. that actually went. I think I am gonna be nice and use a 1/4 inch. Let's tighten these down. Okay, this is on, stable, I like it. Well, sorry for the small detour, we just finished building our part, 'cause, you know, some of you have said that, I actually remember one comment, I love original parts so much that I make them in my backyard. Well, for that one comment, sorry, I forgot to finish building it in my backyard, but now we're done. Let's go put it back in the car. Small change of plans. Since we have the regular out, I'm gonna do the door lock. And here's what happens with the door lock. So, because the door is apart, this is the cable that actuates the little toggle you see. So you lock it. See how it's moving, but if I move it a few more times, it just stops. And that's what happens with these. The motor is weak. Yes, you can take it apart and do the motor, but I don't like to do that because the latch gets old and it makes a weird sound when you close the door. I just like to replace the whole thing. Yes, we can do the rest the other way and save a few bucks, but I think saving a few bucks is a little bit of an understatement in this case with this car. So let's do it properly, shall we? So the first thing is I'll try to unplug the thing and do it unplugged. There we go. That's actually the connector for the door lock itself. Then I can't show you this, but I promise that I'm doing it. There is a rod here. Oh, yes, that came out. Oh, usually that's a fight. She's really helping me today. I have to get the window run channel off. In order to get the actuator out, because this thing stands in its way. There's that. Now it's a series of T30s. No other Toyota model in the modern era has these 2 bolts. They usually just have the 3 here and that's it. Maybe the LC500, if I remember correctly, does have a few more bolts than usual. There we go. Here's that giant contraption. So what I went inside the door to unclip was this guy. Here's something extremely interesting about LS430s. The passenger door lock or latch is actually discontinued. So I had to actually get this from a dealership that is very far away, that had 8 in stock. Now they potentially have 7 in stock. It's a brand new one. It looks beautiful. So if you own an LS430, maybe this is the time to stock up or stop procrastinating about getting a new latch, because they're done. Of course, there's options. Don't worry. There's always the rebuilt ones and the reman ones and whatnot. Basically, there's a company out there, I forgot their name, but they take the OEM ones and they replace the actual actuator inside of them. We actually dealt with them. They do good work. There's that one. They do good work. Some customers did not want to spend, these things are pretty expensive. They did not want to spend this much, and we've gotten some of them. They warranty them for life, so that's, I suppose, isn't something nice if you send them your old one so they can rebuild it and sell it again. Right, I guess is fair. It's just you can get the motor and do it yourself, but then you have to warranty it, and I'd rather just deal with a company that Gets us the stuff ready and done, and we're not experimenting. I don't like experimenting on customer cars. As far as I'm concerned, this is the correct repair for this door lock. Well, this is good. Let us plug in this rod, which is really cooperative. Usually that rod gets stuck and you're here fighting it for a while. Let's test it before we celebrate. See, this one doesn't stop working until the rear ones stop working. Well, that's not the case. But I like that. Now we just got our window run channel. Hopefully it'll cooperate. Sometimes it doesn't. Like this, when it doesn't cooperate. There we go. Yes, we are good. It's clipped in because it has a little tab that has to engage at the top part. Usually when the bolts line up, it's engaged. Well, I think we're ready for our regulator now. That's happy moments. Progress. Let's get our regulator back. Let's celebrate our door. So you see that bolt we left on? See how it came up right here? And attached? That makes hooking this up much easier. It's just a matter of lining everything up, tightening up some bolts, and we're good to go. Let's see if our backyard motor works and doesn't fall off. That would be very bad. Okay, I like that. There we go. Now I'm going to lower the glass onto the regulator. So I wanted you to see where this how this glass is actually going to go on the regulator. In case you're doing this DIY in it. It's actually pretty simple. Once I am able to get my tape off. There we go. Okay, my glass came off. There we go. All right. See how the glass went off the track? That's what you gotta make sure, because this bottom piece slides. So we're gonna push up our glass, get this sliding piece in, and then lower the glass, and it actually clips into it. So you hold the glass, you push this piece behind it. See how it clips into it? Right here. Now we're going to put our bolts. Same on the other side. And that's it. One thing left to do is to test it, and we're good to go. Let's remove the rest of this tape and we'll test the glass. I'm going to operate it multiple times just to see. I'm not using the auto function yet. Now I'm using the auto function. Okay, let's use the up. What we want to not happen is that it's working properly. So if you did not adjust this right, this would go up, hit the top, and then come back down. Because basically the motor at that point thinks that we're halfway and you stuck your hand through the door. But now, let's test it one more time. Because this window motor, actually we didn't test it for you guys to see. What it did was, if you raise it up a few times, it'll just get stuck halfway going up because it's a weak motor. But now it's working properly. This is on the auto. I like that. This is how I like things to be. Properly OEM. And we even finished building the motor for you, Lexus. So let's start working on our seal over here. I can't wait. This just makes me super happy to put the seal on properly. I'm gonna get some of this old stuff off because it bunches up. And even though nobody will ever see this again, especially this door that now we have put a new door lock and a new window motor. So I don't think we're gonna get here in a while. Oh, there's one thing that may bring us back here in the future. The door pocket is broken on this side, and I'm yet to locate one. They don't make them anymore, of course. And then matching the color with a used one is very difficult because this interior color is a little rare. Every one I've found has been broken. So we might end up just getting something that's close and painted to match, like when they restored the door panels. I think I will have to live with it for a while. Okay, I think I am satisfied with that. Let's roll in the new butyl tape. We did this last episode, so we're going to time lapse through this real quick and get it done. I really like this. New vapor seal. So we find the correct orientation, which is this one. This goes through. I have a feeling when I ordered these that the guys at the warehouse for parts were wondering who is ordering these. So these parts are very old. I don't think anybody replaces these. I've seen so many cars, you take the door panel off and this is all gone. Nobody really pays too much attention to it. I do, so pretty sure these are available because nobody buys them. So if you're looking for one for your car, you'll probably find it because they were very available. It's just a surprise. I am extremely happy with this. The only thing we got left is a speaker and then the door panel, but before we do that, I'm gonna open some of these clip openings. This one is good, this one is not, and this one. That's all we need. I think we're good. Speaker goes on next. All right, I think we are ready for a door panel, which fortunately the door panel has a small problem. The bottom pocket door does not close properly, it's broken. I wish we can find one, but yeah, no luck on that. So we're just gonna have, because I tried to repair on the other side, didn't really work as well as I'd hoped it would have worked, but we're gonna live with it for now. Let's finish this door. Got one broken clip here I'm gonna replace, and we'll put everything back together. Install the door panel for the 17th time. Maybe this is one of the final times that we do this. And as soon as I said that, you know what happened. Okay, I'm gonna pop this out. Now this one doesn't want to pop out. There we go. Yes, be nice. Okay, he's being nice now. I did not plug my speaker. See? It's getting, you can tell when it's getting late when we're filming. Then I start forgetting stuff. And this one goes right here, and it popped out again. Okay, now the only thing we got left is these. It's just, that is not adjusted. Let's see if that's better. Yes, that's better. Now all we gotta do is get these two wires here. Now here. Yeah. Uh-oh. There's something I don't like about this. I don't think it's sitting properly. Yeah, it's not sitting here. Huh. I guess it's sitting. No, I don't like this gap. Okay, let's start this from the beginning. I guess this gap may be normal. I'm just being picky. And did we lose our wire? There it is. Okay, we got this one, got that one. I like this. Let's do it. Okay, there's one last thing we're gonna do. Oh, I have one more thing. There it is. One last thing we're gonna do is clip the latch. There we go. Clip the latch, and yep, that's working properly. Let's test this door, shall we? Before we celebrate though, I got my fingerprints all over this glass. And inside, oh, that door sounds, even without the seal, it sounds proper. Now, one small, humble detailing tip from the car care nut. Well, because I do this. Do you see how there's still smidges there? Clean the glass, then lower it, and clean that top edge. Even though nobody will ever see it, but working in service, actually, this is what the customer will see when they roll down their window, is a tip. And we did grab this from the tip, so oh, this door sounds so good. Huh. Oh no, I just don't know how to clean things. Okay, maybe we need more. Looks like a hard water spot on the glass. Okay. Let's put this glass up. Oop. Turn off the key. I like that. Let's listen to this door when you put a new latch on it. Listen to that pop. This is how these cars sounded like when they were new. I love it. Now, we were supposed to do the seal, but we ran out of time because this gave us a little bit of an adventure with we had to go to the backyard and finish the motor, you know. So I think we're gonna let Jose go home. By the way, guys, if you've been seeing this, Jose did leave some of the editing stuff that was not supposed to go there, so he was, you know, I had to get back at him for doing that. So last episode we stayed extremely late. Today we're not gonna do that because I think Jose has paid his dues. We're done, so we're good. Now, of course, in case you are saying that is serious, that is not the case. Jose is like a brother of mine, so does everyone that works here, which is a huge shout out to them. They're awesome. Next episode, there are some gremlins lingering in the background, and we're gonna kind of start preparing the car for a trip that we have coming up, I think in 3 weeks, something like that, but I want to start from now. One of them is the door seal. We'll take care of this door seal. It's pretty repetitive for all the doors, so we'll probably film one, do the rest off camera. I'm done with these front brakes. Done with the front brakes. They're aftermarket. They're horrendous. They have probably 9 millimeters of pad life. I'm not gonna wait till it gets to 3 to replace them. They're gone. And then one of the struts, I'm trying to think it was one of the fronts, has sprung a small leak. And I've been noticing they're making a little bit more noise than I like. So I think we will go over these. And then the last thing, remember we fixed the interior lights? Now that they work, I noticed that the 75% of them actually are burned bulbs. So we're gonna go through these and actually have some stuff for the interior, some last little details that we're gonna obsess over, and then we're gonna take our trip and see where the relentless pursuit of perfection of this particular Lexus takes us next, because I guarantee you it's not gonna end there, but at some point we're gonna have to end because we have another project similar to this, if not more, that you guys will love, that's coming up. I can't wait for that because I've had this car for an entire year now. I've been hiding it away safely. and we're gonna start working on that. I can't wait. You guys will be really, I hope you are as excited as about that as I am, but we'll get to that when we get to that, but we're close to wrapping this up. And folks, before we wrap up the video, I do have a small confession to make. This was actually not the 600,000 mile car that you saw in this video. That one is. We just had a customer car we got to do some work on while we do this video. I'm just kidding. Don't you see how beautiful she is? Not that that one is not beautiful, but we have the exact same color car in the shop the same day we filmed this video, except that one has the ecru color, which is even lighter beige than this one. That's why I see so many LS430s in the shop. I rarely see one with this exact color of interior, which makes it really difficult to find parts. Of course, they're all discontinued. Ecru is actually one of the most common colors you will see in the LS430 in these first years that is beige. This one, not so much. And of course, it happens to be the one we got, but I love this car. I cannot emphasize how much I love this car. And lastly, we talked a little bit about this in the previous episode. Once we are done, which that is becoming kind of a laughing point, we'll never be done, but we will get to a point where we are happy. We're gonna stop and not overdo this. We will talk about how much this all cost and why I did everything here. That is a promise, but just give me time because we're not done. We're still working. We're still working, and she's still breaking down as we go. Folks, I hope this video was helpful and informative. I hope you learned something new. If you like it, consider giving it a thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, consider subscribing to the channel. Check out some of my other videos. Until the next video, folks, may the Lord bless you and keep you, and you have yourself a wonderful day.